Episode 482 of Ticket Talk, guys. What is good? Happy Tuesday. Yes, we are presented by Brad Clements Law Firm, who is fighting for StubHub buyers and sellers every single day. There he is with his dog, advocating for plaintiffs, whistleblowers, the best attorney in the land to fight your StubHub claims for you. I don't care if you're a buyer, you're a seller, you were wronged. You're owed a couple $100. You're owed a couple $100,000. Mr. Clements Law will treat you the same as he fights for StubHub to pay you out if you were wronged, or obviously refund you if you're a buyer if you were wronged. And we have seen immaculate results hill all summer long here with Brad Clements Law. So, guys, DM me. I'll send you a Google sheet fill out. Brad will have you send some evidence, and he will go on his way to fight for you free of charge. Currently for all StubHub claims. My Lord, what is going on with Clements Law? Check out his videos too, and you can see him on Reddit. You can see him across social. The great videos, producer MCF, all the stories, the horror stories that fans and sellers go through every single day. We're not going to stop until StubHub gets their shit together, or they are down in the ground as you know it, my friends. Let's take a look. Live events going on Tuesday across the country. Lyle Lovett, 289, get it, in City Winery. That's kind of a random event. We all know who Rod Stewart is at the OLG Stage Casino in Niagara Falls, a 268 get in. Pretty hot. If you go to Tame Impala, Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, 142. Benson Boone has been talked about today. He's in the Pacific Northwest at Climate Pledge Arena, Seattle, 119. I mean, he's just gone on tour nonstop. Olivia Dean, the Diva Act in Toronto, 115. I don't know if people are following the resale cap laws or not. And you got the Bare Naked Ladies, also in Toronto at RBC Amphitheater. They're always a good show, MCF. And got my man Don Tolliver. It's more of Michael Rapino's man in Sacramento for $100. He's been on tour for a while. And then you guys can just see everything going on at a high level on ticketdata.com. You guys know in a couple of weeks, we will be tracking the U.S. Open tennis ticket prices, as you know it. I got to track it the first time last year. I got familiar with it. I've studied a lot. It's the biggest tennis event of the year. So, guys, only the Ticket Talk Network is going to give you full-blown prices of all sessions for the 2026 U.S. Open, starting on August 23rd through mixed doubles as Venus, Serena playing in it, all the way to the championship. And Keith has created a tab for U.S. Open ticket prices. They're trending up year over year, 25 versus 26, as we know it. And obviously, I don't think people care about NFL preseason games this year. You can check out all the NFL preseason games. You can most likely go for pennies on the dollar. Last year, we were talking about Shador Sanders, excuse me, if I could speak today. His first start didn't really implement a massive get-in, and we don't really have that star power for rookies to create a big ticket surge in this year's NFL preseason. I believe the Hall of Fame game kicks off on Thursday night in Canton, as we know it. Let's go over to the X feed. Always have fireworks guys on the X feed, as we know. There we are live here. And you know, the Savannah Bananas obviously opening their mouth. Of course, Randy Nichols doesn't know anything what's going on. And he thinks that it's great that the Savannah Bananas have their own resale platform. But what I'm saying is, and we'll go over these prices after the season's over. Like, face value is not very higher on the secondary. What happens when they have thousands and thousands of seats to sell, Jesse? That's coming in 27. That's coming in 28 and beyond. You're not going to keep this going forever. That's just how trends go. Not to obviously say what you build. It's quite amazing. But obviously, you know, we're keeping our eyes on the Savannah Bananas. Vivid Seat stock, 15% up this morning. Had good Q2 earnings because of the World Cup. We expect that again with the scums of the world, the scums of the earth at StubHub. So can Vivid maintain this? I don't know. There's not a FIFA World Cup here for another 12 years here again in the United States of America. They need Taylor Swift to go on tour. or something as we know it. And, World Cup host cities are owed money from Johnny. Come on, Johnny, pay up for heaven's sakes. What else went on? Eagles announced more shows well into 2027. They said they were done MCF 2 years ago, but they are already kicking off 27 at the Vegas Sphere with more shows, and I assume that they will play until they are dead because they are showing no signs of slowing down. Even though their lead singer said that we are done at the end of 26, I guess Irving Azoff had a change of heart and says, let's print the money. We don't care if you can sing. We don't care if you get dehydrated on stage. Show me the money, Irving Azoff says to his Eagles fans. And there's Vivid Seats. As we know, you guys fill out the claim. Here's a claim form right now for all sellers. And, this is something interesting before I went to bed last night, which we'll end today's show on. Massachusetts is pushing for a resale cap. You can go to BTS for $30. Let's see what it is right now on ticket data. Let's see what BTS is tomorrow in Foxborough, Massachusetts on ticket data. $40.44. So you're telling me, MCF, that in a universe of a resale cap, where Ticketmaster is a full-fledged monopoly, would BTS have $40 tickets tonight in Foxborough, Massachusetts at Gillette Stadium? I don't think so. And just to show you where the prices were, it was at $148 back in January, almost 8 months ago. And it is decayed all the way to a $40 get-in. And that's why the free market works as we know it. So I really hope the Massachusetts governor and all the idiots, the Randy Nichols, look at those things and be like, look, the open ticket market actually works. We just need to get rid of the bad practices in the secondary market, the StubHubs of the world, the scums of the earth that don't fill orders, bad ticket actors, bots. And then we have a fair open ticket market, which benefits fans 70% of the time. Ticket prices end up at the original face value or way below, which I've been trying to educate you fools since the last 3-4 years or so as we know it. You guys, don't be shy on future shows. Comment below. Ask some questions, guys. We make these interactive when we are live here on Ticket Talk during the day or Ticket Talk tonight. We're absolutely going to bring more guests on Ticket Talk here in the upcoming weeks. We're going to get ready for the U.S. Open for tennis. We're going to get ready for college football and NFL season, as you know, and we're going to get ready for all the big on sales that are going to be announced here in the next couple of weeks for the fall and into 2027. So a busy time ahead as we wind up the dog days of summers over the next couple of weeks. And we will be going full-fledged, and we are your official hub of U.S. Open tennis tickets in 2026. Make it a great rest of your Tuesday, my friends. We'll talk soon. DMs are always open on X and Twitter for any questions, comments, remarks. I love the intel, too. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. Stay lean and clean.